Alright guys, today we're going to be playing Squad Survival. It's a game I made. So to start, we're going to deal out hands of 4 to our local players here. So starting here, this is player 1. And then over here is player 2. And just a note beforehand, make sure to shuffle the deck. This one has been shuffled. So now we have all our players here. They have their 4 of each, and now they're going to have their survivors who... I called them chips in the rules, but they're actually just going to be pennies for this. Little tiny pennies, and there we go. Now they each have their pennies. So now, we may begin the game officially. So we're going to start with player 1, who's going to start their turn out. He's looking at his cards. So remember, he needs specific cards, 1 through 4. So in this case, here's his hand. He has a 4, a 6, an ace, and a 9. But he's kind of like, damn, I really need more cards, because I need 2 more in order to see if my guys will live. Currently, I'm only sustaining 1 dude with my 4. So he's going to ask to actually do 2 trade. Actually, he's going to do 1 trade and 1 discard. So we go over here, and our guy over here, he realizes he has 2 2s, and he does a call out. He's like, hey, I have 2 2s. Can you trade me? And he's like, hell yeah, I can. I have a 6 that you need. So they actually end up trading. And so what happens here is they trade both their 2s. In return, he gives him a 9. And so now his turn is over. Now we have player 2. He's going to choose, damn, I need cards of 5 through 8. 5 through 9, actually. And so he realizes, damn, I really need more cards. I have currently, actually, no, he's actually good. Never mind, my bad. So he has a 9, a 7, and a 6. So all 3 of his guys are going to live right now. So he chooses to actually just abstain. He chooses isolation. That's a choice he can make, or he just does nothing. And so, unfortunately for this guy, he's now going to have to do a desperate gamble to get some stuff out. However, this dude's kind of stacked. He has 2 jokers, meaning he has wilds. So in reality, he only needs 1 card. So he actually decides to discard his 3. This is going to be the discard pile here. And so, yeah, he's going to discard, and now he needs another card. He pulls out a 4. Bad news. So he's going to request a trade over here, and player 2 is going to pull up and be like, yo, I got a 10. And that's just exactly what he needs in order to survive. So they trade their 10. And honestly, they could play open hand for this. I decided to do close hand because he was going isolationist. So this dude will have his 10, and he trades him for the 4 since he doesn't need it. And so now this dude has survived. Everybody survives the first round. So now, boom, done. And so now they all discard their cards. Boom, gone. So now they deal 4 more. Alright, so player 1, we're back here with him. He's actually gotten a fairly good hand. He literally has all of his guys surviving. He decides to isolate. He's not going to do anything. This guy over here, he is deciding, yo, I low-key need to get some cards because I have 2 aces. So he's going to request a trade with player 3. So I'm actually just going to go open hand here just to show how we're going to do a trade. So this guy really needs a 6. And this guy needs aces to survive. So he's going to trade both of his aces. Actually, no, he's only going to do 1 trade. He's going to do 1 trade for the 6 here, and then he's going to actually do a discard, and which in this case, he doesn't need this ace, so he decides to discard, and he gets this card, meaning one of his guys is for sure unfortunately, no, he's actually fine. He's fine. He did his trade, so now he's good. Okay, but now it's this guy's turn. We already know he's going to live. He has all 3, so they also discard. And for now, we're going to be playing with open hand just to make the game simple. Close hands if you isolate. So, boom, boom. So far, everybody's still alive. They have their full squad. So here we go. We're doing 4 more. And now we got our cards here. Boom. They are chilling. Okay, it looks like this dude is actually stacked. He's for sure not going to have to do anything. But over here, we kind of have a problem. We have... This guy can only have 2 survivors, so he needs to trade ASAP. Unfortunately, everybody here has cards that are not going to help him. So what he's going to end up doing is he's going to discard 2 of his cards, his 6 and his jack. The jack in this deck, I know it's weird, it's a D, but that's the jack equivalent. And so here we go. And he is actually, like, screwed. He is actually deep fried. It's kind of over for him. this guy will, in fact, lose one of his pieces by the end of this turn. Well, round. This guy is not going to trade either. Actually, no, he might. He's going to try to save his buddy here. So he's actually going to discard his B. And then he's going to get an 8. So unfortunately, this guy dies anyway. So he loses 1. So now everybody discards again. And they've been deep fried. So now he has lost a dude. So we're going to put them in the dead box. They've unfortunately are now deceased. All right, now we have another pack of 4 here. It's not looking that bright for him again. He actually has to get cards immediately on his turn. Okay, so what we have here is kind of a massive problem. He needs to trade, but the card pile is running low, and he might screw over these people. But then again, if he loses both of his guys, the game is lost for him. So what he's going to end up doing is actually just kind of, he's looking around. He sees that the board's pretty screwed for him. He has no choice but to he's going to trade with his friend over here in order just to keep him alive, since he doesn't need this card anyway. So he's going to trade with the 8. So now this dude for sure is safe. Then he's going to do another trade, basically taking one for the team here. And now this dude is for sure safe. This dude is for sure safe. But he is kind of in a pickle because he only has 1 survival, but that's all he kind of needs. So he chooses just to tries to ball. He's like, I'm going to discard this, and I'm going to pull this card. And he has a joker. So he will, in fact, survive. In this round, we actually had 3 jokers. This is kind of a deluxe special. I'll probably have to edit this in the rules later, but yeah, he had another joker. So at the end of this, he's done. This dude stays. So this guy will survive with his guys, and then boom. And since there is now only 1 card left, they will call this the victory card, 4. And so it goes to him, and everybody lives. There was supposed to be only 2 jokers, but accidentally 3rd was played. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you.